That's weird. Why would I make that noise? Um, Episode 13, Closet Talk. I am your host, Ethan. Yeah, dude, how is everybody doing out there? I mean, dude, all I keep hearing about is like the world is ending, everybody's starving, there's no water, nothing is like everybody's dying. And then I step outside and everything's fucking seems normal. Everybody's still shopping, cutting me off, right? Throwing shit on the ground. Like, I'm just not seeing any of the stuff that they're putting in front of our face. Everybody's like hyping it up to be like some catastrophic event. And then you step outside and then there's still some kid in like some skinny jeans, right? With a fidget spinner in his hand, rapping about hot Cheetos or some shit. I don't know. I think I really it's a distraction. What is the real thing that's going on? What are they distracting us from? You know, who are they? Jesus Christ! Why would why would I start this podcast off with such conspiracy? Well, Ethan, you're in a closet, so it makes sense. I mean, look at the neck tattoo. Look at your grades. I mean, you're really connecting the dots here. Man, I mean, I guess I don't want to dive into the topics too fast, but fuck it, I'm just gonna do it anyways. Like, I've been kind of questioning like the vasectomy thing, like getting my balls cut. I'm 28 years old, so like, I keep, I think like, well, what if me and my girlfriend don't work out, and some other lady wants a kid down the road, whatever, which is totally a guy thought, because notice how I phrased it. It's not if I want a kid down the road. It's if am I gonna sacrifice my life to make her happy, type deal. But I mean, I think the real thought behind it is like my girlfriend. She got one of those IUDs. Is this too strong? Is it opener? Jesus Christ! Fuck it. We're getting into it. Yeah, she got one of those IUD things. I'd say about a month ago, and she doesn't like the pill because of hormones and blah, 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 moods and whatever. I get it. Okay. And I'll be totally upfront. Like, I do not think that birth control is only a woman's responsibility. I know that's so faggy, huh? Well, 21st century, right? I don't feel like it should just be the girl's job to get the IUD. Like, I know there's no IUD that a guy could take. Jesus Christ. But, there's other ways. And so, like, I was thinking about the whole vasectomy thing, and I was just like, well, because my first initial stance was, I'd like to have another kid, and I'd like to have a girl, because I have the boy. I had that whole experience. But what about having the daughter and the whole daughter experience and whatever? And after hanging out with my girl a lot, I'm just like, yeah, why is that something that I actually want? I don't know. And so I just started like researching it and diving into it and everything. And I was just like, you know what? No, fuck that. Like, especially after my kid throws himself on the ground. It's just like, yeah, no, I'm done at one. I want to be that salt and peppered, like 50-year-old guy, like windsurfing on the beaches of California, because I did my duty. I kept the family line going. I had a kid, right? I had a boy. He can carry on the family name. My duty is done. I've really come to this realization. So 28 years old, I'm like committing to the vasectomy, but everyone's like, oh, don't do it, because then if you change your mind down the road, it's permanent and brr, brr. So I don't know. I'm looking into it. From what I see, it's like it cost like $1,200. So is there like a payment plan? Maybe that's not the best thing to get on. You're dealing with my balls here. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to cheapskate this experience. I should just actually, for once, save my money for one dedicated, focused thing and put it towards that. Take care of my sack, right? I don't know. You know what it is, too, is like, me and my lady, we took her down to pick up her glasses today because she wears glasses. My little Harry Potter nerd over there. Oh, um, yeah, I took her to pick up her glasses, and dude, like, I take my eyesight for granted so much. Like, I have 20/20 vision. 20/20 vision. Sight has never been an issue for me. Ever. At all. And here she is, like, struggling. She has to have these, like, frames, like, mounted to her face. She has to go through, like, 40 different machines to check, like, the pressure of her eyeball. Get pictures taken of the inside of her, the inside of her eyeball and stuff. Eyesight is so taken for granted. If you have good eyesight, like, if you do not appreciate it every day, you're an asshole. Just like me. I was an asshole. I just thought, yeah, you just wake up in the morning and you can see everything, right? You can see a football coming at your face. You know to throw your hands up and catch it. Not my lady. She would just fucking punt it with her forehead, right? Fall on the ground. I'd have to run out there. What the fuck? I don't know. Now I'm testing her. Now that she has the new glasses on, I'm like testing her. I'm like, what does that word say over there? What does that say? What does it say? She's like, oh, it says haircuts 19% off. I'm like, that's pretty good. What about that word over there? What does that say? She's like, oh, that says merge. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. What do these little lines right here say? She was just like, oh, that says blah. And then, like, I because I'm an asshole, I have to push it even farther. I start putting words backwards in the mirror. Like, she's, like, looking in the mirror, like, fixing her glasses. I'm like, what does this word say on my t-shirt? It's, like, hella small. It's, like, it's as small as, like, the trademark sign at the bottom of the fucking picture. What does this word say? Ain't wrong. That's right. I got you somewhere. I had to get you somewhere over there. Yeah, you know, to be honest, by the end of her glasses fitting, like, is that how you pronounce that? By the end of that whole thing, after talking to her and the lady that was, like, you know, getting her glasses all framed to her face, I started doubting my eyesight a little bit. I'm like, you know, all this talk of glasses, like, I don't feel like I can see as good as I used to. You know? I don't know. I just started feeling like that. All of a sudden, like, things became blurry. A little bit more blurry. I don't know. Yeah, but it's good to see people go through that experience. I mean, especially if you're aware enough to just see what they're going through and kind of learn from it and then appreciate it. Like, appreciate what you have, you know, and see other people kind of struggle with things that you have. Like, it really makes you not take your eyesight for granted. That's where I'm at right now. So now she's out getting her nails done with her grandmother over there. And, yeah, now I'm just sitting in the closet like a fucking maniac, having a Corona. I'm cooking some turkey stew right now with that turkey that I shot in the face with my dad over the weekend. Dude, making turkey stew, dude, this shit is so good. I got so many vegetables. I literally just kind of freestyled my recipe. I mean, I, like, looked up other things, but I was like, I'm just going to kind of form it to my taste buds. And it is going fucking great. I'm, like, cleaning off the bones, because you can make a little turkey, like, caul out of the wing bones. Like, that is nature 101 right there. You go out, you shoot a turkey, and all of a sudden, you can now use part of that turkey to make a caul, to call in other turkeys to keep that, you know, the flow coming in. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting off topic here. I'm just excited about the stew. I wish you all can fucking try it. One thing I did notice today, too, is, like, there's so many, like, breakups going on. Everybody's breaking up. You know, and I don't know if maybe it's just the people that I'm, you know, friends with on Facebook or something. Everybody's, like, breaking up or getting ready to break up or, like, thinking about it. Dude, I saw this girl, and she posted on her little news feed, and she's like, well, I'm officially single. And what, dude, what a better way to just paint a target on yourself to just receive every fucking dick pic in the world, especially as a girl, you know. to to go online and be like, well, I'm single. You literally just like cast bait in every single direction because guys are just pervs. Me personally, I never understood the dick pic. I've never done it unless I have done it, but only if the girl asks. I don't just willy-nilly open up with that. I've never understood that the dick pic as the opener. Like, as a person that has had some social experience that goes up and when I go up and do stand up, dude, first impressions are everything. And if we're relying on my dick to make the first impression, I don't know if that's really something that is gonna, stick. You understand? I've never understood the dick pic, but girls, like, they get them all the time. I see them complain about it all the time. What guy thinks that the dick pic is gonna work and blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'll tell you ladies this much. Coming from a guy who has never used a dick pic as an opener, there are ladies out there that do enjoy that. All right, so I don't, maybe I don't know. I guess maybe I can't really even throw my stance in on this because I haven't had the experience of just opening up with that. But there are enough girls out there that are, and that's just the parliament of our times, ladies and gentlemen. There are enough girls out there that are just want to see what you're packing immediately, and maybe it's even a courtesy thing too, right? Doesn't that suck? You date somebody for 4 months and then you take off their pants and then you have this tiny little fucking tic tac like hanging in your face. You're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? God damn it! No wonder why you're so fucking nice. And you have to sit there and like nibble on this thing like a pacifier, right? You have to fucking nibble on this thing like a fucking little pacifier, right? Because he bought you some flowers and some chocolate and whatever and burp burp. Like, you suck it out of politeness. So you see, maybe it is really perspective. Maybe the guy is just like, oh, like I'm just gonna show her what I got. So, if this is still something she wants to pursue when I take her out to Chili's, I know like she's, on board with everything here. But I agree. No, there's some guys that are out there that are total pervs. They open up with it, hey, what is and then they send you a picture of your dick and you're just like, Jesus Christ, dude. And then they don't take the hint. They just like keep sending it from like different angles, right? They compare it to like a Bic lighter and like a Sharpie or what the fuck ever. What have I ever compared my dick to? Nothing. I've never done that. I've just sent, this is my dick. And this is what you asked for because you've seen it already. I'm really getting off topic here. We're not gonna dive into this. But yeah, everybody thinks like it's so bad to be single. Like, dude, I was single for 3 years, and after my divorce, and even though it was such an adjustment, like I understand, like if you're with somebody for like a long time, you're so used to being with them that like you're just like kind of lost by yourself. But that is like one of the greatest gifts that you can have. When I was single, I just went and did anything and everything I wanted. You don't have to ask anybody, right? You don't have to take out the trash before you do it. You just fucking do whatever the fuck it is you want to do, right? When I became single, the first thing I did is I went and got a full Brazilian. That's right. Just rip all that shit out. Anybody who's been in a long-term relationship knows you slack off on your self-grooming. So I wasn't going to re-enter the single community with just like this fucking dreadlocked, like Dog the Bounty Hunter looking fucking crotch. Like I was going to clean everything up and be like, boom. I'm literally waxing off all of those fucking fights. I'm fucking going into the world and I'm going to try this again. What's weird though too is like when you're single, like people don't really take interest in you. And I don't know if that's because of the way you carry yourself or what it is that you're doing. But now that I'm in a relationship 3 years fucking later, it's almost like, I can tell when a girl is like coming on to me. And that never happens when you're single. When you're single, girls don't want anything to do with you. It's just like you reek of desperation, right? You've been wearing the same boxers for like 4 days. There's like zero fucking estrogen in the way you live. Um, uh, yeah, so I did that whole thing and then went out into the world, and thank goodness I didn't get a girlfriend for another fucking 2.5 years after that, because after a full Brazilian, you're just left with like this patch of just red skin, which is just as unattractive as dreadlocks. So on your pubes, anyways. So yeah, no, I mean, my best advice is, and you know what, dude, here's another thing, is like, if you're complaining that you guys just broke up, like, what better time? It's spring. It's about to be summer. That means the land of adventure is fucking open. Just go and do whatever it is you wanted to do. I had never been surfing before, but I was like, fuck it. I'm going to San Francisco, and I'm going to meet some people, and I'm going to go surfing. And it ended up being one of the most profound, awesome experiences of my fucking life. And it really, get back to yourself. That's I guess that's what this message is. Get back to yourself. Get back to who you are. Get back to, learn who you are. Learn what you will take. Learn what you won't take. Make some fucking standards for yourself. I mean, the amount of people that just go online to start the online dating, there's nothing wrong with that if you have met online. I mean, I'm not shitting on it. But my experience was, there was two extremes. It was one extreme. You meet a girl there, you go out on a date, and I'm just like, it's not what I'm looking for. This is fucking, she's not the right person. She's fucking crazy, whatever. I can sense that, And then there was the other extreme of just like, you try to talk to somebody online and they send you the one-word answers. My God. I fucking hate that. I can't stand it. And then it makes me have like this meltdown, like, dude, with the girls that I was talking to, it was like, if you sent me back a one-word answer, like, I automatically cut you out. Because it's like, why is it all up to me? Why is it all up to me to make the fucking conversation happen? Like, I started doing this thing where I would open up with honesty. And that kind of worked out the best for me, but in the end, it didn't work out at all, because I didn't even meet my girl online. I actually met my girl through a friend, so, but I would open up with honesty. I'd be like, hey, I think you're attractive and cute, and I want to kind of get to know you, and, like, this is what I was thinking for a first date. What do you think? Just cut to the fucking chase. But, and maybe that'll work for you, maybe it won't work for some of you, whatever. I mean, I guess it really depends on your social skills, but yeah, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. It was like you were on an interview, right? But you couldn't see the person, so you don't know who's judging you, who's watching, who's making fun of you, where this is getting posted. It was just, there was so many fucking layers, and I just could not stand it. I just couldn't be a part of it. But now, I'm fairly lucky, because I got my lady now, the one that I know. And, yeah, just take your time. I guess my best advice would be, is if you're in a breakup right now, take the time to get back to yourself. All right. And, also, if you're gonna do the whole dating thing, go to the places that, like, the type of person that you're looking for would hang out at. Like, save yourself some dignity and just go and sit. Like me, I always had this thing. I wanted to go sit at Barnes & Noble. Because I was like, I want a smart girl. I don't want her to be a whore. I don't want her to cheat on me. And I want her to be interested in me. But also at the same time, I want her to be able to handle herself, think for herself, and be into her own things. I don't want to be her only hobby, And so I was like, okay, well, where do I find that? Fucking Barnes & Noble, dude. Right? She reads. That means she's smart. She obviously takes the time to walk down to a bookstore and sit there and read some shit. So it's like, in my head, I was like, okay, and so the plan that I came up with was I was literally gonna go to Barnes & Noble, sit and read books. But then, this is kind of creepy. I was like, okay, but if I see a girl that I'm interested in, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like a stack of books, I'm going to set this up like a movie. I'm going to get a stack of books, and then this is going to be the way that I test her personality. I'm going to put them in my arms. You know that thing where you're carrying the stack of books in your arms, and then I'm going to walk past her, and I'm just going to like trip and spill these books all over the place. And if she's a nice lady and she's not a whore, she's going to help you pick all those books up, and then you do that little whole like lock eyes thing. Oh, hey there, baby. Whoa, whoa. Or whatever soundtrack you hear in your head when you see somebody attractive. Yeah, so you see, you just test people's character. Do that. I would say just test people's character and don't settle for less than what the fuck it is that you want. I'm sick of seeing all this like complaining on Facebook like, I'm single again. It's like, congratulations. Like, why is this a sad thing? You know, why is everybody so fucking sad about this? I mean, I get it. You know, if you're with somebody for a long time and then they're gone, it like takes an adjustment, right? You give it 4 days, right? Then you start putting the pieces back together. Start doing squats, whatever the fuck it is that you're going to do to make yourself like feel, you know, a part of the fucking community again. I don't know. So, you know what? That's, what is that? 20 minutes, 21 minutes? All right, good. Means I filled my time just ranting about everybody. So yeah, thanks for listening. To episode 13 of Closet Talk with who? With me. That's right, Ethan. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to submit them at closettalkwithethan@gmail.com. I also have an Instagram page, Closet Talk with Ethan. You can also find me on Facebook, Closet Talk with Ethan. Same shit that I've said the last fucking 13 episodes, you know. But nobody has responded yet. But I know there's probably a couple people listening, and you guys are my audience. You guys are the reason why I keep going, because I'm like, there's 4 people out there somewhere that really enjoy what I'm saying or some shit. So I don't know. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I will catch you on the next one.